All right, so let's come to a nice tall seat. Let's just rock side to side a little bit. So one sit bone gets light and the other. And just kind of noticing that play that happens. And then you're going to start to make that movement a little bit smaller. So it becomes almost imperceptible as you begin to press into both of your sit bones evenly. As you root down into your sit bones in your feet, maybe start to find a little more lengthening through the sides of your waist, some more length in your spine. Let's roll the shoulders back a few times. Very nice. And then allowing your shoulder blades to release down your back. Just a quick little peek at your feet. Make sure that your knees are landing over your ankles. And then you can lift that chin again. Allow your eyelids to close. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth. Sigh the breath out. Let it go. Ha. Couple more times like that. Smooth, full, deep inhale. Sigh the breath out. Ha. Two more at your pace. With each exhale, you're letting just anything that might be stressing you out, you're letting it go. And then allowing your lips to seal. You're going to inhale through your nose. And then this time also exhale through your nose. So we start to create that soft rush of air in the back of our throat. Sounds like ocean waves rolling in and out. And you really allow this sound to become the most important thing. So all of the background noise happening in the room you're in, all of the thoughts maybe coming in and out of your mind, you see if they can sort of just drift into the background. And they're more like white noise. You bring your attention to that sound of your breath. This helps you to quiet and still the mind. That being said, some days it's harder than others. So you're just noticing where you're at without judgment, without trying to change it per se. And we just take a few moments here in stillness. We soak up the quiet. Might be the first time you've kind of allowed yourself a few moments today to check in, to get still. Anytime you've noticed that your attention has wandered, you come back to your breath. Maybe do a little check-in. Notice if you've started to grip anywhere. That can often be the fingers, the toes, sometimes the inner thigh, the groin area starts to grip. Shoulders might creep up towards your ears. There might even be some tension in your face and jaw. So just observing, trying to soften in any places where you might be gripping a little bit. Welcome, Amy. And then just notice what's going on for you. Does it feel good to be here? Kind of check in, to be still. You're having one of those days where it feels really easy to get there. Maybe it's feeling a little trickier today. Are you kind of judging that? Are you being hard on yourself? Can you let that go? So especially When life is really busy as it is during the holidays, even a little stressful, although it's a lot of fun. There's, extra stress sometimes. It can make it a little more challenging to get quiet. Maybe you just have some compassion for yourself if that's what's going on today. All right. So from here, let's go ahead and blink our eyes open. All right. And then let's release the arms by our sides. So there's a little gentle external rotation at that shoulder socket. It's like the palms, the thumbs are turning outward. We're going to inhale, take the arms out and up. Good. And then press or spin the thumbs forward. So it's like you're pressing, you're moving through molasses. And then this time, let's inhale, stretch the arms forward and up. Really nice. As you exhale, they release forward and down. Beautiful. Find a little of that external rotation. Inhale. Really engage the muscles in your arms, muscle firms to bone. And then spin the palms to face out. But you're getting an internal rotation actually at the shoulder socket as you do that. Couple more times like this. Inhale, reaching forward and up. Exhale, stretching forward. Very good. External rotation. Inhale, take up space as you reach out and up. And then find that internal rotation. And then it's like you're pressing the air down. Arms are really active. Good. Inhale, stretching forward. Good. And then this time as we exhale, let's just reach the arms so the wrists are parallel to the shoulders. We're going to interlace our fingers. And then you're going to press your palms forward. And if this isn't working, you just keep your arms apart. As you know, you can always modify as needed. So we're going to turn this into a little cat-cow with our arms in this configuration. If that's not working, just classic cat-cow. So as you inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. It's a little harder with the arms like this. As you exhale, reach them forward, round in, chin towards chest. Inhaling, you're rocking forward on your sit bones. Beautiful. Exhale, rocking to the backs of your sit bones, chin towards chest, rounding in your spine. Continue like this, just a few more rounds. Pretty big stretch across the shoulders with the arms like this. Good. Let's do one more. So rounding in. Inhaling, reaching up, and maybe you're even gazing up a little bit. Take another deep inhale, lift that sternum up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, you can release the arms down. Beautiful. And then let's just find classic cat-cow here. So you can take your hands to your thighs. Inhaling, arching. It's going to feel like a different experience. So you're probably going to find that you have a lot more mobility in your spine with the hands resting on your thighs. But just noticing if that's true for you. Good. So inhale, you find that arch. Exhale, you round in, and you're just moving at your pace. Your breath is setting the tempo for you. It's your little metronome. You might even think of it as your soundtrack. So if you'd like to warm the shoulders up a little more here, as you inhale the next time, maybe you stretch your right arm forward. And then exhale, you can release down. Good. Inhale, left arm. Good. Exhale. Continuing like that. You can always try these variations, see how they're feeling, and you can decide not to do them if they're not working. Some days, every time we show up to our yoga mat, our bodies are always feeling a little different. So some things work some days, they don't work other days. Always willing to modify, to adjust, to skip things if need be. Really lovely. So if you'd like to do both arms at the same time, the next time you get back to that right arm, you can play with that. And again, you're listening to that sound of your breath. Beautiful. Good. So as you exhale, just release your hands down to your thighs, and then let's just start to make some little circles, that pelvic girdle. These circles could be big, they can be small. Shoulders, neck, head can get involved. You're just kind of seeing what feels right for you today. Our yoga practice gives us a lot of things, but one of the things is, paying attention to our bodies, getting curious about how we work. Let's start to switch directions here. Nice. I always think it's fun to do this one. This is just like movement that you don't usually get in yoga. All right, so you can start to make that circle a little smaller. Find your nice tall seat, and then let's just get into the neck here. So as you exhale, you can start to drop your chin towards your chest. As you do that, just pretend that I'm there in your room, gently pressing your shoulders down. So the shoulders love to get involved here, especially if your neck is feeling really tight. And as you know, this first, chin tuck of the day can always be pretty intense. Do less if you need to. Let's inhale, lift our head. All right. So exhale, turn your head not all the way to the right, like about halfway between center and all as far as you can go to the right. So kind of like at a 45-degree angle. And then from there, tuck your chin. Again, pay attention to those shoulders. Are they trying to help the situation out? If you wanted to release your left fingertips off your thigh, maybe that's going to intensify things a little bit. Breath is smooth and steady. You're inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose. Let's take left hand back to thigh if you took that variation. Inhale, untuck your chin. And then exhale, moving your gaze as far to the right as it'll go. Deep inhale. And then exhale again, tucking your chin. And you're going to notice how this just shifts where you're getting the sensation in that left side of your neck. Have you started to hold your breath? It happens sometimes. Again, if you'd like to release that left Hand off your thigh. Might intensify the stretch that you're getting through the left side of your neck, those scalene muscles, the top of your shoulder. You might even be feeling at the back of the shoulder a little bit, top of the arm. All right, so let's go ahead and bring left hand back to thigh. On your inhale, lift your head. Exhale, come back to center. All right, and then exhale, nod your right ear towards your right shoulder. So a little different with the chin untucked. And again, it's getting into some different places in the neck. And we're just trying to stretch all of the spots out. Breath is smooth and steady. If you'd like to release your left fingertips down here, you're welcome to do so. That might just shift things and intensify. You can always try a variation out and then decide not to do it. If you wanted to take your right hand on top of your head, apply some very gentle pressure. If you're getting a good stretch, you probably don't need to do that. Good, let's all take our right hand, bring it to our right cheek. Use the strength of your arm to help upright your head. Beautiful. Hands come back to your thighs. And then again, let's just drop our chin towards our chest. Take a few rounds of breath here. Maybe this is starting to feel a little different, perhaps a little easier. Maybe not yet. That's fine too. Couple more rounds of breath. Good. Inhale, lift your head. All right. So we're going to make that little like quarter turn to the left. So not going as far as you can go, kind of splitting the difference. And then from there, as you exhale, chin drops down. Keep those shoulder blades releasing down your back. So notice if the shoulders are creeping up towards your ears. You're going to be feeling some stretch, back of your neck, the backs of your shoulders, particularly that right side. And you also might be noticing how this side feels different in your body. Is it your easier side? Is it a little tighter? Is it about the same? If you wanted to, release your right fingertips down. So it's like you're using gravity, weight here to just give you a little more stretch, just to intensify things a little bit. And you're breathing. Good. Inhale, chin lifts. And then exhale, we're going to gaze all the way to the left. And all the way is going to be a little different for all of us. So you kind of just go about as far as you can. And then release your chin. And you can also bring your right hand back to your right thigh. Skipped that. And just start with both hands on your thighs here. Visualize your exhale going to the places in your the right side of your neck that are feeling this, that are tight. You wanted to release your fingertips down just for a little more sensation or shift a sensation, you're welcome to do that. All right, you can take your right hand back to your right thigh. Inhale, lift your chin. Exhale, unwind, come back to center. Take a nice deep inhale here. And then exhale, just nod that left ear towards your left shoulder. And I don't know about you all, but I definitely get more stretch almost in the front side of the body on that right side. Maybe you're experiencing some of that too. It's kind of wild how just like, you know, tiny, tiny little movements and just kind of changing the direction of them really shifts where we're getting sensation, getting stretch. You want to release? Nope, I did the wrong one. Right fingertips down. There we go. And then if you did want to take your left hand and apply a little gentle pressure to the top of your head. Just because you did it on the last side doesn't mean that you need to do it on this side. We're always paying close attention to how things are feeling. We're always making little modifications, little adjustments. All right, let's take our left hand to our cheek. Use the strength of your arm to help you upright your head. Roll those shoulders out again. You can start rolling back. And then let's roll forward. I always think feels like kind of funny and awkward in my body. Roll back again. Good. And then just allow those shoulder blades to release down your back. You can take your hands to your thighs. Let's go ahead and move your left foot slightly to the right. And then we're going to take our right thigh and cross it over that left thigh. So if this isn't working for you, if this is not available to you today, you can just simply stay in your mountain pose with your feet, your Tadasana. But if you can cross that right thigh over and play with that variation, you're still rooting into your sit bones. And you might even be just like imagining that there's like corn cob holders on your outer hips, kind of like squeezing everything in. Maybe that helps you to sit a little taller. Maybe you're like, that's a terrible image. No thanks. That's fine too. All right, so let's inhale, take the arms out wide. We're going to exhale, little twist to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, we find a little twist to the left. Good, inhale, center. Exhale, twisting to the right. Good, inhale, back to center. Exhale, we twist to the left. Good, inhale, we come center. All right, so we're gonna give ourselves a little hug. Your right arm is gonna come underneath. So elbows are gonna stack on top of each other. You can hold your shoulders here, and then we find our cat-cow again. So as you inhale, you rock forward, elbows lift. Exhale, you round in, chin towards chest, elbows towards belly. Inhaling here. Good, exhale, round in. 2 more rounds. Inhaling. Good, exhaling, rounding in. Inhale, find that arch. There's a little cobra pose in your upper body. Exhale, round in. Good, and then inhale, come up to a nice tall seat, so your elbows stack. Take an exhale, and then inhale, take these arms out wide again. Beautiful, and then as we exhale, we're gonna find a twist to the right, holding it this time. So you can bring your left hand onto that right thigh, grab a piece of chair behind you, use the leverage of your arms to help press your shoulder heads back. And then you move your neck as much as feels good in your body. So you might be moving towards gazing out over your right shoulder. You might, not make it that far. That's fine. You want the neck to feel nice and long, so no compression. Can you still feel both sit bones pressing down into the chair? Breath smooth and steady, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose. All right, we got a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, we're gonna unwind, come to center, release your arms down. All right, and then we're gonna do a little side to side stretching with our legs crossed. Again, if that doesn't feel good for you, you can try it out. If it feels unstable for whatever reason, you can bring your legs to Tadasana. So, releasing hands down. As you inhale, take that left arm up and over. Good, exhale, it releases down. Inhale, right arm up and over. Beautiful, exhale, release down. Inhale. Good, exhale. Couple more, inhaling, reaching right arm up and over. Exhale. Inhale, left arm up and over. Good, exhale. Good, inhale, right arm up and over. Lovely, as you exhale, release down. And then this time we're gonna hold. So leaning off to our right side. Rooting into both sit bones, especially that left sit bone. Getting all of this length through the left side, reaching up through your fingertips as you ground into that left sit bone. And then can you turn your right ribs up towards the ceiling any amount, even if it's just an idea that counts. You might be gazing up underneath your top arm. Your breath is smooth and steady. Good, deep inhale, reach. And then exhale, release down. And just because we're here, we're so close, let's just go ahead and find our eagle pose. So let's inhale, take the arms out wide. Again, your right arm comes underneath. So you give yourself that hug. You might stay here. So you root into your sit bones, your elbows lift. You might bring the backs of your hands together. You might really pretzel yourself and bring palms to press. And whatever variation you're doing, your elbows lift as your shoulder blades release towards your sit bones. And then maybe you bring your gaze slightly up. We got a couple more breaths here. Gorgeous, beautiful poses. All right, so we're gonna inhale, take the arms out wide, and exhale, we release down. Really nice. So we're gonna come onto our second side. So you can uncross that right leg. or I guess rather your left leg, and then maybe the right leg comes to, no, left leg comes to the center. I'm all messed up here today. Right, no, left leg. I had it right the first time. I'm all confused. So right leg comes to the center, left leg crosses over. My goodness, I was almost going to make you guys do the same side twice. You wouldn't have been able to sleep tonight, and it would be my fault. But I caught it. Lucked out here. All right, so you're rooting down into your sit bones and you're thinking outer hips squeezing in a little bit. Corn cob holders optional. And as always, just know, like, just because you can cross the right thigh over your left doesn't mean that the left is going to cross over your right. So you modify as you need. All right, let's inhale, take the arms out wide. Exhale, twist to the left. Good inhale, come to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Good inhale, come to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Good, inhale, come to center. So we give ourselves that hug again. Exhale, left arm wraps underneath, holding your elbows. Good, or your shoulders rather. So you inhale, you arch. Exhale, round and chin towards chest, elbows towards your belly button. Inhaling, so this is like a little cat-cow in our eagle pose. Warming up the spine here, warming up the shoulders. Beautiful. So the next time you're inhaling, just come back up to nice tall spine. Take an exhale. Inhale, take the arms out wide. Lovely. As you exhale, you're going to twist to the left. Right hand comes to that left thigh. Grab a piece of chair behind you, and then you're just pressing those shoulder heads back. So you've got this nice opening across your heart and chest. Even though the spine is twisting, it's as though your spine or your chest is in cobra pose, your upper body is in cobra pose, so a little back bend. And you can move your gaze out towards that left shoulder. It might not get all the way there. Few more breaths. Good deep inhale. As you exhale, unwind, come to center. Release your arms by your sides. And we do our little side stretching sequence. So we're going to inhale, lean off to the left. Right arm reaches up and over. Exhale. Inhaling. So in addition to finding the side stretch here, we're just finding a little flow, a little rhythm, which always feels really nice. You're taking your time, you're moving with your breath. And then the next time you're leaning off to the left, you hang out there. You anchor into that right sit bone. From there, you find all of that length all the way through your right fingertips. And then there's a little twist, even if it's just more of an idea in your mind. You might be bringing your gaze up underneath that top arm if it feels okay in your neck. Shoulder blades are releasing down. Breath is smooth and steady. Deep inhale. Good. Exhale. Unwind, come back to center. And then our full eagle pose here. So inhale, arms reach out wide. Give yourself that hug, left arm underneath. So you might stay here holding shoulders, lifting elbows. You might bring the backs of your hands together. You might be able to press palms. All good places to be. They're all, basically the same pose. Just variations on a theme. And then you might be bringing your gaze up ever so gently. Good. Inhale, stretch the arms out wide. And then we exhale, release the arms down. Uncross this left thigh. So come back to your Tadasana, your mountain pose. And let's just move into some of our sun salutes here, our half sun salutes. If you do have blocks handy and you like to practice with those by your feet, you can get them in the right spot now. They're definitely not necessary. All right, so just finding a little movement here now that the body's pretty warm. Go ahead and release your arms by your sides. From here, we're gonna root into our sit bones, root into our feet. Take arms out and up. They could also reach forward and up. Maybe gaze up, press palms. From here, as you exhale, you can swan dive in, or you could use your hands to help you roll on down. So chin towards chest, you're rounding your spine. As you inhale, this might be where you take your hands to blocks. They could also come to your shins or thighs. So we're finding our cobra pose here, a seated cobra pose. Open across heart and chest. These look great. As you exhale, you fold back in. And then from here, you can use your hands to help you roll on up. You can reverse swan dive out. That gets into the core a little bit. We reach all the way up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. And then exhale, hands to heart center. You can take them down the midline. You can take them out wide. What feels good for you? So we can really mix and match these sun salutes. And arms release down. Here we go again. Inhaling, reaching up. Utthita Stasana into Dasana, extended mountain pose. Exhale, Uttanasana. So Uttanasana is a deep forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana. Ardha means half, so we're in our half forward fold. Beautiful. As you exhale, you come back into your Uttanasana. And then inhale, rooting to rise up, taking up space, letting it really good. And as you exhale, hands return to heart center. Let's do one more together, and then we'll just do a few on our own. So inhaling, reaching up, maybe gazing up. Exhaling, folding in, nice and graceful. Just enjoying the rhythm that happens with these sun salutes. Inhaling, finding your back bend. Great. As you exhale, you fold back in. And then rooting down to rise on up. And exhaling, hands come to your heart center. So let's do 3 more of those. I'm not going to cue you. If you've had enough of them, you could just come back to your cat-cow. You could also just sit quietly for a few moments if that feels good. Otherwise, let your breath be your guide here. And if you just want to do 1 or 2, that's fine. Otherwise, if you feel up for 3, Enjoy how these feel. Enjoy that sound of your breath. Absolutely no rush. In fact, like really give yourself permission to stretch these out, to enjoy them. Beautiful work. When you're done with your third round, you'll pause in your Tadasana, your mountain pose, palms together at your heart, eyes closed. And you'll notice how you're feeling. You might be observing that there's a little heat inside your body after those sun salutes. The heart might be beating a little faster. The breath may have sped up. You also might find this sense of ease and comfort inside your body. It feels like there's more space. You're sitting a little taller. Observing, soaking up the sensations. Good. From here, gently blinking your eyes open, releasing your hands down. So let's move into some pranayama breath work. I'm sort of just loving alternate nostril breathing lately. So we're going to do a little of that. So find a nice comfortable seat and then just make some circles with your wrists. Good. And you can go in the opposite direction. And then let's do some little finger pops, jazz hands. Woo. And then you can kind of bend your fingers towards your wrists, almost like you're trying to pull sand from your wrists up to the top of your palm. Surprisingly difficult. All right, so let's start with our right hand today. You can release your left hand down. So we're really trying to keep both shoulders relaxed here. So as you know, we are blocking nostrils. I don't really care how you do it. You could do it thumb and index finger, thumb and any finger. If you want to play with the classical mudra, you are bending your middle and pointer finger, and then your index or your, I guess it wouldn't be your index, your ring finger and your pinky finger, they're kind of like one. It can feel very awkward. It's not necessary. Whatever mudra you're doing, you're bringing your hand, your fingers, either side of your nostril. So find that bony part and then just lower till you feel that cartilage. And again, just as we're breathing here, doing our breath work, notice if your right elbow starts to lift up. We just want to keep it gently releasing down. And your touch here is going to just be nice and light. Allow your eyelids to close. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. All right, so let's block left, inhale right. Exhale right. Block right, inhale left. Exhale left. Block left, inhale right. Exhale right. Block right, inhale left. Exhale left. Block left, inhale right. Exhale right. Block right, inhale left. Exhale left. Block left, inhale right. Exhale right. Block right, inhale left. Exhale left. Now release your right hand down. Inhaling through both nostrils. Exhaling through both nostrils. Good. Inhale. Exhale. And then let's use our left hand. We don't usually do this. It's probably against yoga rules, but we're going to do it. So same thing. You're going to take those fingers to the bony part of your nose and then lower slightly. And we'll go a little different this time. So make sure both shoulders are relaxed. Nice deep inhale through both nostrils. Full complete exhale through both nostrils. All right, so let's block right, inhale left. Good. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Good. Block right, exhale left. Release your left hand down. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. And then maybe just notice how you're feeling here after that pranayama. And then we start to move towards some form of shavasana. So you might stay exactly where you're at, but you're kind of just changing the feeling tone of the seated pose. So we're looking for a sense of relaxation, of surrender. So we're not controlling our posture so much. We're not controlling our breath anymore. There's this sense of ease as you are here. If it helps you to find that a little easier, you might fold forward, rest your head on a table, the chair in front of you. You might even come to a classic shavasana on the floor if that's available to you. Find a place where you can be still, where you can be really, really relaxed, where you can feel easy. And just allow your body and your brain to absorb this work that you've done, to assimilate the work. Shavasana. Masato masatgamaya. Tamaso ma joyti gamaya. Mrityorma mritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. Let your next inhale be deeper. Open your mouth, sigh the breath out. Ha. Start to bring some gentle movement back to your body. So wiggling, stretching, anything that feels good here. You will eventually land with your hands in a pile on top of your heart. Final check-in. How do you feel differently than when you started? Hopefully, it feels like you're sitting a little taller with a greater sense of ease. Observe how your breath has shifted. Like it's feeling a little richer, a little deeper, a little steadier. And then as a result of body and breath working together, maybe your headspace has shifted. Hopefully, you're feeling a little calmer, more focused. You might even be feeling a sense of joy. So send yourself love and gratitude for showing up, for making the effort. Not always easy to get here, but it does make a difference. And finally, just promise yourself you're going to carry this good feeling with you into the rest of the day, week, holiday season ahead. Finally, just bow your head with a smile. Beautiful work today. Thank you. Happy, happy. Merry, merry.